And Blake, when it rained, it poured, and boy, did they come down this afternoon.
It sure did. I kind of forgot what rain looked and sounded like.
Me too,
Julia.
and even driving in that heavy rain.
Yeah, it's been some time. Of course, our lawns and the plants, they have rejoiced today with some of the rain that fell around West Michigan. For the most part, quiet weather will start to prevail once again over the coming days, but in the meantime, rain amounts here at home. There was a bit of a range, as always, with summertime storms. In the greater Grand Rapids area, that seems to be one of the sweet spots. Numerous reports at or around an inch, including at the Ford International Airport. Here at our station, WZZM, there was a report out of Wyoming, over 2 inches of rain. But you can see, based on our reporting airports, much of West Michigan ranging from about 1/4 inch to 3/4 of an inch. But having said that, there is some variety around West Michigan. The over inch of rain at the Ford International Airport, that's the most amount of rain since April 14th. So it's been some time since we've had a good soaking here at home. Temperatures with the rain, that thunder shower activity coming through earlier in the afternoon, that put a limit on our daytime highs, mostly in the lower 80s, some upper 70s at Muskegon and Fremont. So with the earlier arrival of the rain and storms, yeah, not as hot as the expectation was. But our 13 weather ball is solid green. We'll be back into the lower 80s tomorrow under dry skies. 13 weather ball brought to you by West Shore Home. In fact, here at the 6 o'clock hour, the sun is trying to make an appearance before it sets around 9 this evening. We only have a few days left, with the sunset being after 9 in the evening. But the rain storm coverage is now well to our south. We are drying out, and you can see the last few frames here on satellite. Yeah, there's the cloud deck moving southward as well. The only focus the rest of this evening comes to the north. There are a few thunderstorms across northern lower Michigan into the UP, but the expectation is for these storms to mostly miss us to our east as this night goes on, evening into the night goes on. You can easily tell, though, where the storm reports set up shop, where the severe weather was on the other side of Lake Michigan, including a pretty intense tornado in the Appleton area of Wisconsin. But all the severe weather missed us to our west. As for our hour-by-hour forecast, we are quiet the rest of this evening under some sunshine. There's our brief shower and storm chance. Notice most of this to our east. That's around midnight. As for tomorrow, some clouds in the morning will give way to more sunshine as the day goes on. So a pretty easygoing Tuesday ahead. Temperatures will fall into the 60s tonight. The biggest difference with tomorrow is the amount of humidity we'll contend with. The wind direction is still out of the south and west right now. By tomorrow, it turns to the north. That sweeps out the humidity. We have dew points, how much moisture is in our air or in our atmosphere, in the 50s as tomorrow goes on. That's a pretty pleasant air mass for the end of July, but it will lead to some beach and boating concerns because of that north wind. That north wind will be stout. That will lead to 5 to 7 footers, especially on those north-facing structures and piers. Water temperatures sit in the 60s to around 70, but with that northerly wind, could see those water temperatures take another dive like we saw last week. But the bottom line here is that Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday will be quiet, still warm, seasonable in the 80s, but just no active weather to contend with. Friday and the Saturday is our next shower and storm chance, but at this point does not appear to be a washout for the end of the week into the start of the weekend. Tomorrow, temperatures in the upper 70s to around 80 degrees at the lake shore. Some cloud coverage in the morning will give way to more sunshine throughout the afternoon into the evening hours. All in all, pretty typical late July day ahead of us, with those numbers in the upper 70s to lower 80s. The wind direction, though, out of the north. Your 13 on your side, 7-day forecast. Quiet tomorrow, Wednesday and Thursday. Still warm, no real cool down on the horizon. We'll watch for that shower and storm chance as we wrap up the week into the start of the weekend, and we might be back well into the 80s come early next week. So all in all, Juliet, it's hard to believe home stretch of July.
I know.
But pretty typical weather, average weather, as we round out this month.
Glad to get some rain. Thank you, Blake.